Okay, Sahil, Iram, Swapnil, can you hear my voice now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry, there was some mistake from my end. Can you see the newspaper on your screen now? Is it visible? Is newspaper visible to you on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's start with the today's newspaper analysis. Normally, I don't take newspaper class on Sunday, but since we have started yesterday only, and at the same time, you also need to know what to read in newspaper on Sunday, because if even if I'm not checking newspaper on Sunday, you are supposed to read the newspaper regularly, and you have to make the notes on Sunday as well. तो संडे का न्यूज़पेपर कैसे होता है? The Sunday newspaper is little different than the newspaper on normal day, and that's why I am taking it today so that you can come to know how to read the newspaper on Sunday. So as we have discussed 2 to 3 days back that India is going to launch the Aditya L1 mission. So we have discussed about it. What is this Aditya L1 mission? Aditya is the name of Rigvedic god. When studying ancient Indian history, उस समय में हमने देखा था कि India the early Vedic period, the names of the gods were based on the nature, like Aditya, Mitra, or Agni, Vayu, etc. So Aditya is a name which has been given by the Rigvedic people to the sun, and that's why the name Aditya L1 is given. L1 is a location on which this orbit, this satellite will be orbiting around the sun. So ISRO's first mission to study the sun has been launched yesterday, and it was a successful, and it is another landmark on India. That's what Prime Minister had said. So it is actually a observatory. It is going to, of course, any satellite cannot be landed on the sun, right? Like few days back, India has launched similar one such mission on another planet on which that satellite has been landed on that planet. Anyone remember which was that mission? Like maybe around 4 to 5 months back, हमने ये launch किया था. On first attempt it was unsuccessful, but in second attempt it was successful. So do you remember what was that mission?
Chandrayaan 3.
Chandrayaan 3. So like Chandrayaan 3 has that yan or that is called as rover that was landed on moon, because moon is a cooler planet compared to the sun. So of course this spacecraft which has been launched by India, it is an observatory. Observatory matlab kya? It is going to observe the surface of the sun. Now, what will be the significance or what will be the use of this observation? Because as a human being, all the people in the world, not all the people in the world, but some of the countries like America, England, or France, even China, countries like India, they are more curious about what exactly is happening on the sun. That how such huge energy and such huge the heat is created on the sun, and at the same time it will also be helpful in understanding the origin of universe, like by studying the planet like Mars, studying the planet like moon, studying the planets like Jupiter, studying the planet like sun, we will come to know that how our universe has been originated. There is there is a theory about the origin of the universe. Anyone remember in basics of geography class मैंने आपको बताया था कि what is the most accepted theory of origin of universe, मतलब इस यूनिवर्स की, इस ब्रह्मांड की उत्पत्ति कैसे हुई, उसको लेकर एक थ्योरी है. And what is that? Any idea about it?
Big Bang Theory, sir.
Yes, it is a big bang theory, but again it is a theory. मतलब ये theory है, it is not 100% proven fact. मतलब ये proven fact नहीं है. Got it? And that is why many space researchers in the world, including NASA and ISRO and European Space Agency, they are trying to understand the exact origin of the universe, and that is why such type of missions are launched by various space agencies. So as a UPSC aspirant, today you will go and check it out. What is Aditya L1? What are the features and what are the objectives of this Aditya L1? And again, as I told you in the beginning, that as a UPSC aspirant, you need to know the achievements of Indians in various technology. So this is the achievement of Indians in space technology. So in GS paper 3, यूपीएससी का जो मेंस का जो जीएस पेपर 3 है, वहां पर ही आपके लिए यूजफुल होगा that this is one of the important achievement of the Indians in space technology. Clear? So please write it down. This point you have to write down in your notes in GS paper 3 that India has successfully launched Aditya L1, that is ISRO's first mission to study the sun. Right? So this solar observatory is having around 7 payloads, and the mission's lifetime will be for 5 years. Matlab for 5 years, this observatory, this satellite will be orbiting around the sun. That's what is mentioned here. Now next step, अब ये आदित्य L1 के बाद में इंडिया का मोस्ट एम्बिशियस प्रोजेक्ट, इसरोज मोस्ट एम्बिशियस प्रोजेक्ट इज गगनयान. इससे पहले भी हमने गगनयान को लॉन्च किया था, but that Gaganyaan was without without man, it was unmanned mission. Now अब तक इंडिया ने कोई भी मैन्ड मिशन नहीं किया. मैन्ड मिशन मतलब ये जितने भी सारे एयर स्पेसक्राफ्ट होते हैं, all these spacecrafts are not manned. So India is having a very ambitious project now in future, and that is called Gaganyaan. तो इसमें a human a being will be sent in that spacecraft, and he will be going and he will be coming back. So it is only NASA and China. I guess China was successful in sending such manned mission. So the next target of the India is Gaganyaan, that what you can see here. So the success of Aditya L1 reinforces ISRO's evolution into a space agency fully devoted to scientific and planetary exploration. ISRO already sent missions to Moon and Mars. We have already sent, like achievements में आपको ये ध्यान में रखना है, what are the achievements of Indians in space technology, that we were successful in sending the missions on Moon. We were also successful in sending the missions on Mars. Now Aditya L1 is again one more mission which will be observing the sun. Then a mission to Venus is in the work. We are also going to send a mission to Venus now. So a human space flight mission is set for 2025 with Gaganyaan. A manned mission जिसमें एक इंसान होगा, एक आदमी होगा जिसको भेजा जाएगा स्पेस में. So that mission is called as Gaganyaan. So all of you please write it down. आपको what is Gaganyaan, and Gaganyaan अभी मतलब शुरू है, it is in process. So but basically you need to know that in Gaganyaan's mission we are going to send a man into that spacecraft. Is it clear? So यूपीएससी के प्रिपरेशन करते हुए आपको क्या पता होना जरूरी है, लाइक यू नीड टू नो द बेसिक्स, basics of science and technology you need to know. At the same time current affairs आपको समझना होगा. So this is what is current affair, that space technology में इंडिया ने अब तक क्या अचीव किया है. Clear? चलिए, now let's move on to the next page. As I shared some of the news, notes on the group with respect to the security issues in the Indian Ocean. So you can see that many ships are being attacked and being, pirated by the pirates in the Red Sea region. So many such ships are being, attacked by the Houthi rebels in Red Sea region and in Gulf region. So one such, hijacking attempt by those rebels have been foiled by the India. That's what I can say. The hijacking bit has been foiled. Navy hunts for pirates, probes vessels in the area. So as a UPSC aspirant, you need to know that what are the issues associated with the maritime security in Indian Ocean region. तो इंडियन ओशन रीजन में जो मैरीटाइम सिक्योरिटी है, यहाँ पे जो कमर्शियल व्हीकल्स जाते हैं उनको कैसे सिक्योरिटी दिया जाए, दिस इज अगेन वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यू एट इंटरनेशनल लेवल. Now let's move on to the next page. Okay, there is one more advertisement by Modi Sarkar की guarantee. I think yesterday and day before yesterday we have seen Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. So in this advertisement you will come to know that what are the achievement and what are the various schemes and policies of the government, that also you can come to know. This is again one of the important topic on which the questions are asked both in prelims and mains. So you can see as per Modi Sarkar, the number of airports have been increased from 74 to 2004. So 149 now. In 2014, there were only 74 airports in India, but now 149 airports have been created. In GS paper 3, there is one topic called infrastructure. And in infrastructure, we need to study roads, then roads, airports, ports, etc. तो उस टॉपिक में आपको ये ऐड करना है एयरपोर्ट्स में कि इंडिया में we have increased the number of airports from 74 to 149 now. तो अब 149 एयरपोर्ट्स ओवरऑल इंडिया में एज पर द गवर्नमेंट क्लेम, ये गवर्नमेंट का क्लेम है कि नाउ 149 एयरपोर्ट्स आर देयर. तो ये इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर इंक्रीज हुआ पिछले कुछ सालों में, in large amount the government has spent more money on infrastructure like airports, ports, roads, railways, etc. Energy is also a part of the infrastructure in India. Clear, Sahil?
Yes, sir.
This paper 3 topic. Now let's move to the next page. So here you can see Bundelkhand journey. Bundelkhand highway is also built by the state government. That is the advertisement here. That's what you can check it out. Now let's move on to the next page. We can also see the other schemes, other policies of the government like Jal Jeevan Mission. This is also one of the scheme of this government. Then smart city project. This is also here. ये सारी चीजें तो इसमें हैं. That of course, whenever you are studying such type of schemes, you need to know the issues associated with the design and implementation of this scheme. Right? As a UPSC aspirant, आपको ये जितने भी सारे schemes बनाए गए, इन सारे स्कीम्स से रिलेटेड जितने भी सारे डिजाइन में क्या इश्यूज और इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में क्या इश्यू वो भी आपको देखना है. लेकिन पहले तो आपको कम से कम ये पता होना चाहिए कि व्हाट आर द गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स फॉर वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री. राइट? सो 2-3 schemes you can see here. One is Jal Jeevan Mission and another is called Smart City Project. Delhi government budget is likely to be tabled in February. Education health is in focus. So Delhi government is going to focus more on education and health in its budget. That's what the Chief Minister of Delhi has said. Now let's move on to the next page. Today on Sunday there is no editorial, but there are some columns written by various writers. Fine. The next advertisement is about agriculture is backbone of Indian economy. So when I will be discussing the basics of Indian economic class, तो उस समय में हम देखेंगे like why agriculture is considered or called as the backbone of Indian economy. All of you must be knowing, like since of course all of you lives in India, अब सभी को पता ही होगा कि why agriculture is called as the backbone of Indian economy. 2-3 important facts are there which you need to know. Why Indian economy is called as backbone of agriculture is called as backbone of Indian economy. One is more than 50% of the Indian populations are dependent on agriculture, and around 18% of the GDP, around 18% of the total goods and services which are created in India is from the agriculture. And of course, since ancient time, like even before the Indus Valley civilization started in India, agriculture is the major important profession in India. Right? So that is why agriculture is called as the backbone of Indian economy. If agriculture fails, then all other sectors like manufacturing sector, service sector, they also get affected if the agriculture is affected in India. So that is what is mentioned here. So agriculture is backbone of the Indian economy. So this is actually an advertisement by a company. So उसका कंपनी का एक एडवर्टाइजमेंट है, बट आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि why agriculture is called as backbone of India. Now let's move on to the next page. In GS paper 3, there is one topic called technology in the aid of agriculture. So HIL is a company which is having a green revolution. What is green revolution? How green revolution started in 1960s, and what was the achievement? What were the drawbacks? What are the issues associated with the green revolution? That I will be discussing with you in detail. So green revolution is basically use of technology is increasing the production of agriculture in India. तो इंडिया के एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्शन को बढ़ाने के लिए टेक्नोलॉजी का इस्तेमाल किया गया था. So Hindustan, sorry, HIL Limited is a company which is helping the farmers to increase the production by bioproduct, by giving them bioproduct strategy and technological integration. एग्रीकल्चर को इंटीग्रेट करना है टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ में फॉर अ सस्टेनेबल एग्रीकल्चर. सस्टेनेबल मतलब लॉन्ग टर्म चलने वाला एग्रीकल्चर के लिए एक टेक्नोलॉजी प्रोवाइड कर रही है. दैट इज व्हाट इज मेंशन्ड. सो एज अ यूपीएससी एस्पिरेंट you need to know that what are the what are the recent technology which are being used in agriculture in our constitution as well. Yesterday we have started the Indian constitution topic, basics of Indian constitution. There is one part called directive principle of state policy, and in directive principle of state policy the government, the state is supposed to develop the scientific agriculture in India. DPSP में क्या कहा गया है? It is a responsibility of the state to develop the scientific agriculture or organize the agriculture in India in a scientific way. So there are so many technologies like biotechnology, space technology, or electronics technology, computer technology, information technology. All these technologies can be used in agricultural activity. So that is what is mentioned here, that HIL is green revolution. That is no use of technology in increasing the agricultural production. So that is what you can say. The bioproduct strategy and technological integration is for the sustainable agriculture. तो इससे एक sustainable agriculture होता है. That's what is mentioned here. So please read this column, understand that how this company is helping in having a sustainable agriculture in India. One more important technology that is called biogas. It is this will be helping the farmers in having extra income. That's what is mentioned here. This will be also a part of the green initiative. That is all the countries in the world including India, they are trying to create such energy resources and energy sources which are green in nature, which are not having any the pollution, or which are not having any impact on global warming. So that's what you can see here. So this company is also helping the farmers to create biogas. That's what is mentioned here. So just read this article. As per the Deputy General Manager, so HIL is promoting the eco-friendly greener technologies. As I told you, greener technology का मतलब क्या होता है? The technologies which are not creating any pollution, right? Which are not emitting any greenhouse gases and that carbon dioxide, etc. That is what is explained here. So it is promoting more greener technologies in agriculture as well. That's what you can check it out here. So ये जो advertisement है, by reading this advertisement, you will come to know what are the recent technologies which are being used in agriculture, agricultural activities. That's what you can check it out here. ठीक है? जैसे कि और यहाँ पे एक बहुत अच्छी इंफॉर्मेशन दी है, ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग में क्या किया जाता है. ऑल ऑफ यू नो व्हाट इज ऑर्गेनिक फार्मिंग? Can anybody tell me what is organic farming? You must have heard about this term called organic farming. Yes, Sahil. What is organic farming? Any idea about it? What is this organic farming? Sahil, Iram?
Without the use of pesticides and hybridization, is organic farming.
Right. So use of natural pesticides or chemical pesticides or fertilizers?
Chemical pesticides.
All right. So the use of chemical fertilizer, like organic, is also like you are a student of chemistry, I guess, right? You are studying chemistry, right?
Sir, I've changed my subject.
Okay, but you must be knowing the difference between organic and inorganic.
Yes, sir.
Right? मतलब क्या? What do you mean by organic? Organic का मतलब होता है which is living. जो living thing होता है, that is what is called organic. Got it? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. So अब यहाँ पर देखिए organic farming में basically होता क्या है? Like how agricultural can be practiced without the use of chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, or chemical, you can say, the insecticides, etc. So that is what is explained here. That as organic manure and soil amendment agent are used to enhance the nitrogen fertilizers by reducing the rate of nitrification and to inhibit the soil pasting, including nematodes, fungi, and insects. Neem leaves are used as a mulch and green manure. To protect the stored grains and legumes, neem leaves are mixed with the grain in storage, etc. So recently we have seen that neem urea is being manufactured now. Question has also been asked in 2000, I think in 2017 or 18 prelims exam. एक क्वेश्चन पूछा गया था that is called neem coated urea. तो इस तरीके से ग्रीनर टेक्नोलॉजी या ग्रीनर you can say manure or fertilizers or insecticides are being used to in agricultural practices. So that is what is mentioned here. So please read this article to understand what exactly is how which greener technologies are being used in agricultural practices. So GS paper 3 topic, technology in the aid of farmers. Clear? Now let's move on to the next page. The problem of the Delhi's winter and the problem of the pollution in Delhi recurs again and again during the winter. That's what is explained here. I have explained you in detail. I will be explaining this issue in current affair topics sometime again. That what are the issues associated with the pollution in Delhi and surrounding region during the winter time. Now let's move on to the next page. On YouTube videos raising EVM doubts, now an election commission disclaimer. So yesterday, I think we have discussed about one of the important concern about the elections which are being held in India is the electronic voting machine. So there are so many YouTube, you must have heard that there are so many channels on the YouTube which are claiming that EVM is not working in a proper way. So of course, as I told you, Election Commission of India is having the responsibility of conducting free and fair elections in India, and it has the responsibility also to clarify the doubts or to clear the doubts among the voters in India. तो वोटर्स में जो ये जिस तरीके के जो डाउट्स हैं कि ईवीएम सही में सही तरीके से काम करता है या नहीं करता है, इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स हैं या नहीं है, इसको क्लियर करने की जिम्मेवारी भी इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया पे होता है. So that's why all the videos which are being uploaded on YouTube, it needs to have the election commission of disclaimer. So just read this article that what is this issue. So please read this whole article to understand what are the issues associated with the electronic voting machines which are used during the elections in India. On Sunday, there are some opinion articles. Editorial होता नहीं है, opinion articles होते हैं. One of the important article which is written by P. Chidambaram on every Sunday. So he writes on political, economic issues in India. That's what you can see. That as per him, it's a happy new year for some people and not for all people. मतलब as per him, जो भी इंडिया में हैप्पी न्यू ईयर है वो सारे लोगों के लिए नहीं है, कुछ ही लोगों के लिए. That's what he's saying. Because as per P. Chidambaram, in India, whatever the development is happening or whatever the economic growth is happening, that is happening for only few people. It is not an equal growth. So that's what he's saying. So who are the happy people? That's what he's explained here. And what are the dark side? Like which people are not, happy. It means that as per him, there is huge economic inequality in India. So India mein economic inequality generated among only few people in India, and the remaining like more than 80 to 90% population in the country are not happy, and that is why there is no happy new year for them. That's what it's saying. So what are the issues? Like as per him, why the people are not happy? Because of course they are without job and with inflation. मतलब जॉब भी नहीं है और उसके साथ में इन्फ्लेशन. What is inflation? Inflation means, there is, uh, rise in the prices of the commodities and services. So that's what you can say. The other major section that is unhappy people is the people without jobs and the people who are being affected by the inflation. When I will be discussing the basic of Indian economy, we'll come to know that not all people are affected by the inflation, but only few people, but majority of the people are affected by the inflation. So the people with low income group, जिनका income low होता है, they are affected by the inflation. Of course, the people with high inflation, high income group, they are not having any effect on their life. But that is what is explained here कि जिन लोगों पे inflation का असर हो रहा है and जिन लोगों को job नहीं है, these are the people who are not happy in this new year. That is what is P. Chidambaram saying. Of course, P. Chidambaram is a Congress leader, he is opposition leader. He will be criticizing the government, government failure in providing all these things. But ignoring the fact that he's a political leader, but whatever he writes on Sunday, that will be useful for you in writing the critical analysis kind of answer in मेंस एग्जाम. मतलब मेंस एग्जाम जो क्रिटिकल एनालिसिस के जो कुछ क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ना, उन क्वेश्चंस में कुछ पॉइंट्स आपको मिलेंगे इन पी चिदम्बरम आर्टिकल. So you have to ignore some of the political remarks of him, but you will get some of the points. अब यहाँ से आपको ये पता चल जाएगा कि inflation is very high, jobs इंडिया में नहीं है, ये आपको पता चल जाएगा. And there is huge economic inequality in India. That's what you will come to know by reading this article. So as per him, very few people are having good income in India, and majority of the population are not happy. Clear? Chale, now let's move to the next page. Economic page is having the news with respect to the Red Sea disruption, which we have already discussed. That at Red Sea there are frequent attacks by the Houthi rebels, and that is why this sea route is got disrupted, and that is why the prices are increasing. So New Delhi must prepare for long-term shipping disruptions. ये जो disruptions आ रहे हैं, उसके लिए government को ready होना चाहिए. That is what GTRI has said. So I have already discussed about it, that what is this issue, and I have already shared the notes on the group with respect to this Red Sea issue. So where the Red Sea is located and what is the strategic importance or strategic location of this Red Sea is having effect on the global trade. That's what you need to know as a UPSC aspirants. So India must be ready for long-term, preparation with respect to such type of disruption. That is what Global Trade Research Organization, that is GTRI, has said. Fine. So this is all there in the today's newspaper. So I have given you 4 to 5 points to do it today, and I will be also sharing the notes with you in the group with respect to the topics of the day. Fine. Any doubts for the today's session? Swapnil, Bhakti, Iram, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Check it. So we'll stop it here now. Most probably we'll continue with the polity class tomorrow evening. Today is Sunday, that's why I may not be taking the class in the evening today. But tomorrow onwards, we will be having the basic Indian polity classes regular. Fine. Iram, you also please join the class to have the conceptual clarity. आपने पढ़ा तो है, but there will be some conceptual clarity to you if you join the class. Fine.
Yes, sir.
चलिए. Swapnil, any problem? Check. So have a good day to all of you. See you.